The co-author of Louisiana's 10 Commandments in Classrooms law can't seem to figure out why people might be upset about it.
This nation has gotten out of hand with crime, with the bad negative things that are going on. Why is it so preposterous that we would want our students to have the option to have some good principles instilled in them? If they don't hear it at home, let them read it in the classroom. It's no different than the Mayflower Compact, which is mentioned in the document as well. I don't understand why this is so preposterous and that litigation is being threatened. It doesn't scare us in the state of Louisiana. We say bring it on.
I just don't understand. I mean, it is authored by the hand of the Christian God himself. I cannot fathom why this is a problem. You might want to read the Constitution, which says it's in the First Amendment, so you don't have to go very far. It's right there, right at the top. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion. Okay? In a letter to a religious group, by the way, if you want to do any further reading, Thomas Jefferson clearly said that they had built a wall of separation between church and state with that amendment. Okay? So, look, it clearly points out, like, hey, you're not supposed to put government and religion, well, public schools, funded by the government. So you have that, that whole little issue right there with using the state to push religion. Look, the church should not interfere with the state. The state should not interfere with the church. That's how it's supposed to work. That's why this entire thing is unconstitutional. That's why it's being challenged in court. It's not that people are offended by, the 10 Commandments or anything like that. It's on principle that we are a secular country. We have freedom of religion, but also from religion. Okay? That it shouldn't be shoved in public spaces. You can go ahead and pray and do your religious ceremonies and stuff at home, or again, even in public with your friends, whatever. But when it comes to state-sponsored stuff, can't do it. You can't have the state lead prayer. You can't have the state posting 10 Commandments in schools. That's unconstitutional. Now, before I go even further, by the way, I just want to address one thing where she says, oh, this is why we need it. Oh, this nation's out of hand. Look at the crime. I'm looking at the crime rate. It's actually down. Crime's down all across the country, okay? And it's not because you started posting up the 10 Commandments everywhere. No. That said, Louisiana, a little bit of a different story. They do have a higher crime rate. It's the state that had the highest murder rate per capita in the country. 3 times the national average, according to FBI statistics. Ouch. Disastrous. As for overall crime, though, Louisiana ranked 4th worst in the country. And so, look, putting up the 10 Commandments, I don't think it's going to fix that. You know what actually might? Hear me out. Doing something about climate change. What? No, come on. Woke. No. Turns out there's a study published by the Journal of Criminal Justice, which found that upward swings in temperature are related to rates of violence that include homicide, robbery, and aggravated assault. Professor Kevin Wolf, who was the author of this study, noted, quote, temperature might increase aggression among individuals. Heat makes people angry. No kidding. I know that when I get really super hot, don't get near me. Right? Get me a fan, some ice, air conditioning, anything. I get cranky when it's hot. So I will admit that. Now, several other studies support the idea that volatile temperatures and worsening climate have caused displaced people and food and water shortages, which result in conflict spikes and even war. That's fascinating. So yeah, you want to reduce crime? You might want to actually do something about climate change. And now, that said, let's get back to this lady, because, oh, believe me, she ain't done yet.
What do you say to the parents of students or even teachers who don't share your religious views?
Don't look at it.
Put yourself in the shoes of someone you may not understand and their point of view. How would you feel if you walked into a classroom and something you didn't believe in was required to be on the wall? You can answer that question.
I appreciate you. I cannot sit here and gather and fathom what you could give me 1,000 hypotheticals. But again, this specific bill applies to this specific text. The Quran or Islam, that is a very broad statement. We're specifically talking about a limited text on, mind you, a piece of paper that's not much bigger than a legal sheet of paper. Some kids might even need a magnifying glass to read all of this. This is not so preposterous that we're somehow sanctioning and forcing religion down people's throat. I've heard the comments, and it's just ridiculous.
Wow, if you don't like it, well, don't look at it. Zero empathy whatsoever. Again, the question is, hey, like, what would you say to the people who, or teachers who don't share your religious views? Well, don't look at it. Oh, okay. Well, okay, fine. I guess that should apply to like Sharia law, right? Oh, that's right. A whole bunch of southern states already banned that. So wait a minute. I thought if you didn't like it, just don't look at it, right? Just what? Oh, no. See, that doesn't apply to anyone else. See, when it's our stuff, we get to post it everywhere, plaster it all across every wall, 10 commandments, religious iconography, crosses, all that stuff, Sacred Heart of Jesus, everywhere. If you don't like it, don't look at it, but don't you dare raise that pride flag. Louisiana is already looking to pass a Don't Say Gay bill, which would, among other things, prohibit teachers and others from discussing sexual orientation and gender identity with students in all grades, as well as ban employees from discussing topics beyond the classroom, like in extracurricular, athletic, or other social clubs. Wait, I thought if you don't like it, if you're offended by gay people or trans people, you just don't have to look at them. You don't have to interact with them at all. You don't have to be gay. You don't have to go and hug a gay person if you don't want to. Ignore them. Oh, but you can't do that. It's not enough. It's not enough. You have to ban them from actually, existing in public. There's also a bill that would ban pronouns. Landry has already signed a bathroom bill. Again, I thought if you don't like something, you just ignore it, right? These people are absolute hypocrites, okay? Trans people using a bathroom, by the way, does not get in the way of you using a bathroom. You know what they're there for? To pee. Yeah, generally. That's usually what they're there for, okay? If you don't like same-sex marriage, don't get married to a member of the same sex. It's pretty simple, right? You don't like abortion? Don't get one, all right? The freedom of others to live their own lives as a gender and sexual orientation or to make decisions about their own body has no bearing or negative impact on your life. Okay, isn't that the same argument that you're using on this one? Just don't look at it. Well, can't seem to apply that into argument to something that you don't like, and that's where the hypocrisy is. Okay, look, these people are constantly passing laws against gay and trans people, and of course banning Islam. It's ridiculous stuff, right? And the reason that they're doing this is because they're not really interested in freedom. No, they're interested in control. They're interested in indoctrination. They want to indoctrinate young people to be just as hateful, repressed, and miserable as they are. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.